Just got to make sure. Okay, my mic is on. Hello, everyone. Welcome to yoga. Thank you for being here. Um, Today we are going to start in a seat, but if you're on your back, you can stay on your back if that's comfortable. We are just going to focus on grounding and breathing, and I'm going to lead us into some visualization just to start practice and just have us be really connected within. So just find a comfortable seat, or if you prefer to be on your back, just lie down on your back. You can take a reclined butterfly if you want. It's nice to kind of have like open hips. So if you want to start in butterfly, you may as well. Or a comfortable seat is fine. Once you find your spot, your position, just start to feel your sit bones rooting into the earth. Maybe you bring your hands on your knees and an invitation to close your eyes here. You can start to roll your shoulders back and forward and maybe just move your neck around, just check in with your body, move a little slow. And then once you feel a little loosened up, just find some stillness with your eyes closed. And then from here, we will focus on our breath. So it's good to kind of have eyes closed here so that you're not worried about any external energies around you. Just start to bring awareness to your breath, feeling the energy from the earth supporting you. When you inhale, envision your lungs filling up with all the good prana energy. And then exhale to release it all. And we'll take 5 deep pranayama breaths. So slowing down your breath with each inhale, filling up your lungs. And then exhale, maybe out of your mouth, part your lips. And while you're breathing, I want you to envision your root chakra. It's a reddish brown color. Imagine that you have 2 prongs and your sacrum just sinking you into the earth. You're connected to the earth. And then with that, the energy travels into your sacral, your creativity, the color orange. And then it starts to move to your solar plexus, which represents your self-esteem, and the color yellow. And then moving that energy into your heart, the function of love, the color green. And then into your throat chakra, which helps with your voice, purify, and the color blue. And then that energy travels into your third eye, which is a indigo bluish purple, and helps with your wisdom. And then the 7th chakra, the crown chakra, the top of your head, which is violet or white. So the next time you move through your breath, just envision the energy when you inhale, traveling from your root, coming into your sacral, moving up to your solar plexus and your heart, loosening your throat, speaking your truth, coming into your third eye, and then opening up your chakra. So we'll take 3 more breaths. Maybe you can even visualize the colors as it travels from the base of your spine, coming up, gently moving slowly to the top of your head. If you feel your mind start to wander, just come back to your breathing. Feel your heart start to slow down a little and your mind start to calm. Take a couple more deep pranayama breaths. Take one last big breath. If you wish to use the chakra energy for visualization as you breathe, moving the energy from the base of our spine up into our bellies, into our hearts, your throat, your third eye, and your crown. And once you reach your crown, exhale completely out of your mouth. And then if your eyes are closed, gently, gently start to open your eyes. And then we will move through seated twist. If you're on your back, you can gently meet us in a seat. And then from here, we're going to inhale our arms up, moving slow with our breath, still practicing the energy of moving slow. And then we're going to exhale and twist to the right, allowing our palms to come down. And once you're in this twist, inhale to lengthen in the twist. Exhale, twist a little deeper. And then we'll inhale our arms up and exhale to the left. Once your palms are down, inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist a little deeper. And we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, arms up, big stretch. Exhale to the right, full release. Inhale, arms up, biggest inhale. And then exhale. Great. And then from here, we're going to move into tabletop. So come onto your knees, wrists under your shoulders, knees under hips. And then we'll move through cow and cat pose. So for cow pose, inhale to lift your heart, stretch your throat all the way back. And exhale to curl your spine, chin to chest, push the mat away. Inhale, belly drops, tail lifts, throat stretch. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, biggest stretch, exaggerate your stretch here, really get something out of this. And then you can start to move organically. If you want to make hip circles, you can close your eyes here to help you stay more connected with yourself. You're not worried about how you look, just focusing on how you feel. For me, it feels really good to release my hips. For some, it might feel good to stretch one leg back. But no matter what you do, breathe first and then move into the next pose. Moving with intention, slowing down our breath. You can also twist your fingers back towards your knees if you want a wrist stretch. That feels really good for some people. Just listen to what your body wants here. I love a little creativity in cat cow, warming up our core, warming up our spine, and just paying attention to how we're feeling. And we'll take 3 more rounds of breath in whatever cat cow you're choosing today. 2 more rounds of breath. Your last round of breath. Now come into tabletop. Bring your toes together and bring your knees out as wide as you want. And we're just going to come into a child's pose for 3 breaths. If your knees are sensitive, you can roll your mat up to bring your knees underneath. Just allow your chest to just melt into the floor, feeling grounded A little beautiful bow to yourself and to earth. 2 more breaths. Last deep breath here. Inhale to gently bring yourself up. And if your legs are comfortable as they are, we're going to move into thread the needle. But if you prefer to do it from table, you may do so. Otherwise, lift up your right arm on an inhale, big stretch, and then exhale to send your right arm under. Just a nice twist for your shoulders. 3 breaths here. You can also grip the top of your mat if that helps you in your twist. And take 2 more breaths. Last breath here. Inhale to lift yourself up, release your arms, stretch it up, twist your wrists around, and we'll place the right palm down. Inhale your left arm up, big stretch, look up at your fingers. Exhale to send your left arm underneath your right, thread the needle, 3 breaths. Big breath here. Release your arm on your inhale, stretch up nice and wide, twist your wrists around. And then we're going to come back into table. If you want to do an optional cat-cow, you may do so. But then come into tabletop with a flat back. Curl your toes on an inhale. Then exhale to send your hips up for down dog. And your knees can be a little bent here so that your back is flat. When you're in down dog, start to pedal your legs out and breathe while you're doing that. Just arrive in down dog. Let your head be heavy. Let your hands be spread nice and wide. And start to give your calves a nice stretch here. Pedaling it out. This full body stretch, so good for us. And then after a couple breaths, find some stillness here. Pushing your chest towards your thighs, keeping the knees bent so that your back is flat. Take a big inhale. And then exhale out of your mouth. Inhale to look up at your hands. Empty your lungs and travel to the top of your mat. Inhale with a flat back, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. While you're in your fold, you can give yourself a little calf massage here. We'll be down here for 3 breaths. So if you want to take a rag doll and grab opposite elbows, maybe swaying left and right. Whatever you do, just make sure you're not holding your neck up. You just want your head to be nice and loose. Releasing tension in our low back and our neck. Maybe even massaging underneath your skull here. 2 more breaths. Now slightly bend your knees, let go of your hands if you're in ragdoll, and inhale to rise. Take your time rising. Imagine a very limp, loose doll. Let your head come last, head last. And then once you're up, start to roll your shoulders back. And then start to roll them forward. And bringing your feet a little closer together. Inhale our arms up, following your gaze with your fingertips. And exhale. We'll do this 3 more times, breathing together, slowing down a little more each way, just so that we keep that peaceful state of mind and breathing as a community. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Beautiful breathing. So good to breathe together and exhale. Last breath, biggest breath, slowest breath. Really just create that beautiful connection with your prana energy. And then exhale. Keep your eyes closed if you want, and just release your hands for traditional Tadasana. Just feel the pose. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. Just feel the strong energy of just standing proud and tall like a beautiful mountain. Feel your feet connected to your earth below you. Feel the beauty of your breath moving through your body, connecting with our chakra energy, aligning ourselves. Just take another deep breath, just as you are. And then we will start to move through a sun salutation. We'll build some heat. We'll move a little slow today. So we'll inhale our arms up, breathing slow. Exhale to fold. Inhale to a half lift. And then we're going to step back to plank. If plank feels a little challenging for you, you can do plank from your knees. As long as you're pushing the mat away and your shoulders are expanded, we're going to take 3 breaths here just to wake up our core. So inhale, pushing the mat away. Stay for your exhale. 2 more breaths. Gaze is below, between your fingers or at the top of your mat. Last breath. Then when we exhale, we're going to come into 8-limbed pose. So dropping our knees first, then our chest, and then our chin. And from here, inhale your heart up, cobra. And exhale into down dog. Take an extra breath in down dog. Pedal out your feet. Maybe look left and right. Just loosen up your neck. Take another deep breath here. Exhale, empty your lungs completely. And travel to the top of your mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. We're just going to move through 2 more sun salutations just to slowly build heat and just have this sun salutation in our practice. Inhaling extended mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. And releasing your hands to your side for mountain. Taking a breath here. And then maybe a slight bend to your knees. Inhaling up. Exhale to fold. Inhale to half lift. And stepping back to plank. Always an option to modify your plank. Coming down to lower. Inhale your heart up. You can choose cobra or you can choose up dog. Exhale, down dog. So we'll do that one more time. Take your time, take an extra breath in down dog. And then look up at your hands, inhale, empty your lungs, and then come to the top of your mat. Inhale with a half lift, but stay in half lift. Take an extra breath here. Just feel your alignment. Your back is flat. Hands are on your shin. Gaze just at the top of your mat or down at your feet. Take a breath. And then fold. Maybe a little deeper fold this time. And then rise. Arms overhead. Hands to heart. And then Tadasana. Just take a breath here, a breath of gratitude. Maybe give yourself a little mantra or a silent dedication for your practice. And then we'll move through one more sun salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to step back and lower down. Shoulders way over your wrists to avoid injury. Inhale your heart up. Exhale, down dog. And walk your hands back to your feet. And from here, we're going to come into a yogi squat. So just spread your knees. Take 3 breaths here. When you're in your squat, lift your heart and make sure your back is straight. This is a nice little spot for some people to just kind of have like a silent little meditation. If this is a little too much, you can just come onto your seat. It's fine. And we will move into recline butterfly when you're ready to come out of your yogi squat. Just hip opening here. So bring the soles of your feet together. If you are craving a deeper stretch, bring your heels a little closer. Otherwise, wherever feels good for you. And then from here, we're going to bring our hands in front of us. And whenever you feel like the sweet spot, don't go any farther. Just stay right there. You can bring your hands, you can clasp your hands and bring your forehead down. And just take 4 breaths. If you feel your mind start to wander, just focus on the breath. Maybe take some counts when you inhale. Taking full inhales through our nose. And then complete exhalation out of our mouth. Let your jaw loosen up there. Removing all the toxicity and impurities out of our body when we exhale out of our mouth like that. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Inhale yourself to come gently up, and then we're going to come back onto our hands and knees for table. Take a breath here. Inhale. Curl your toes and exhale, down dog. And then in your down dog, inhale your right leg up. Step your foot through the center of your hands, and then release your left knee. We're going to come into low lunge. So you can stay down in low lunge with your palms down just to feel your body alignment. You can stay like this, but if you want to bring the energy up, inhale your arms over your head and stay for 3 breaths. If you're craving more in this practice, you can cactus your arms for a little back bend and let your head come back. Otherwise, just hang out in low lunge. Your body's working. You're staying with your breathing. 2 more breaths. Last breath here. If you're in a back bend, gently come up on your inhale. If you're in regular low lunge, bring your hands down. We're going to move into lizard. And lizard doesn't have to be so intense. You can just toe heel your foot out a little and then just keep yourself up and feel your hips opening from there. But if you're craving more, come into a lounge lizard onto your forearms. And maybe the knife edge of your right foot is out, kind of like a winged dragon. We're going to take 5 breaths here. So just breathe slow. Allow gravity to naturally open your hips. No need to push it any farther than we need. This stretch is already an intense stretch. If you're gripping anywhere, just try to soften. Try to loosen your hands. Try to loosen your jaw. Soften your forehead. Take 3 more breaths. Two more. Last breath here. Gently come out of your lounge lizard onto your forearms. And we're going to stretch our calves. So sending our hips back for a half split. So just feel your calves stretch here. Nothing to do, just breathe. But if you want more, of course, you can stretch a little more. You can also bring your forehead down to your knee and point your toes if you do that. And take 3 breaths. Last breath. Just waking up our legs. Inhale yourself up. Toe heel your foot back to the center. Lift up your knee, your left knee, and then step back for plank. You can drop your knees if you want, and then just come down, heart down. Inhale your heart up. And then exhale, down dog. Take another breath in down dog. Just allow your body to fully stretch here. And then we're going to inhale our left leg up, moving into our low lunge. But take your time when you're moving. We are moving slow and we're moving with intention. Feel your body in your low lunge, your alignment. And then if you want to bring your energy up, inhale your arms up. And if you're craving more, back bend is optional. 3 breaths. If you are in a back bend, let your jaw be open when you exhale. Allow some freedom. 2 breaths. Last breath. Gently come up on your inhale, hands down to your mat, and come into your lizard. So when you toe heel, you're toe healing maybe twice, maybe once, and just leaving your knee up if that feels good, keeping your arms extended. But if you're craving a deeper stretch, come onto your forearms. And when you do that, stay where you are and take 5 breaths. Feel the intensity of the releasing of your hips, but also know how good it is for you and how much more free and loose you can feel after just 5 breaths in lizard. Remembering to try to soften here our jaw, our forehead, our hands. Just give yourself permission to release all the tension in your left hips. 2 more breaths. Inhale, gently bring yourself up, moving slow, and then exhaling into our half splits. So you can keep yourself up and your toes pointed up. But if you're craving a little more, point your toes and then bring your forehead towards your knee and take 3 breaths. Last big breath here. Now come up gently on your inhale, moving nice and slow. Toe heeling our foot back to the center, lifting our right knee and stepping back for plank, lowering down. Inhale your heart up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look up at your hands, travel to the top of your mat. We'll take one last sun salutation. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, letting your head come last. Arms overhead. If you want, take a little back bend. Exhale to fold. And then we will flow down to our bellies. So when you're in plank, just try to lower with control. Slowly. And then uncurl your toes. Make a little palm pile and let your forehead rest. Take 3 breaths in your crocodile. Just connect with that earth energy, the stability, our foundation. Just let your heart come to a nice neutral pace. And take another deep breath here. And we're going to stay on our belly, but we're going to move into half frog. So your left leg will come out at a 90-degree angle. You can cactus your hands, let your right cheek come to the mat. And if you love stretching your hips and you're flexible, or you want to try, you can lengthen your left leg so it's straight out. And that's a deeper stretch. It's very good to stretch like that and just release whatever bundles and jumbles we have in there. And from here, we'll take 5 breaths. Nice, restorative, grounding posture. Come back to your breathing, but if you want a visualization, when you inhale, you can imagine the chakra energy. And if you envision it and breathe with it and move with your breath through that, you're unleashing and activating all of that energy inside of you, creating more balance in your life. Sometimes it's just nice to even envision a color when you're inhaling from your root. It's earthly, so dark brown and red. And moving into your sacral, and then the solar plexus, orange and yellow, creativity. Moving into your heart, green, love, abundance. And your throat, blue, speaking your truth. And then your crown, your vision, beautiful white color or a violet. Take another breath, maybe with that visualization, to move the energy from the base of your spine through all your chakras, essentially clearing out your brain and your mind from all the extra things we consume intentionally and unintentionally. It's just nice to clear all of that, what's stored in our body. And then when you've fully exhaled and released your last breath, bring your left leg in, nice and gentle. Extend it behind you. Then we'll move to the other side. Right leg out, 90-degree angle, left cheek on the mat. Option to extend your right leg for a deeper stretch. And take 5 breaths here. Again, the visualization of the chakra colors are there. Or if you want to breathe in some well wishes and intentions for your life. And then when you exhale, releasing all that stored energy and stored junk in our bodies that we don't need. It's really a beautiful thing to work with your breath. on all parts of life, not just yoga. And take 4 more breaths. Keeping your breath slow with each round of breath, cultivating peace and mindfulness and patience with ourselves when we breathe nice and slow. 2 more breaths. Take another deepest breath here. When you've completely emptied your lungs, bring your leg back to meet the other, and we're going to gently press ourselves up into a seat. And we're going to do a little bit more hip opening as we finish class. So bringing your left leg out at a 90-degree angle and then your right. So this is mermaid pose. And this is like a gentle rendition of pigeon. If you want to take a pigeon, you may do so. But first, we'll just stay in mermaid, and then you can bring your hands to the left and bring your forehead down. Take 4 breaths here. More breaths. Last breath. When you fully exhale, gently bring yourself up, and then we will just switch our legs over. So right leg in front of us, parallel 90-degree angle, left leg behind us at a 90-degree angle. And you can stay just like this, or you can come down towards the right for a little twist. And take 4 breaths. You want to work with clearing out your chakras and your energy. It's always nice to visualize while you're inhaling your chakras moving throughout your body, clearing, realigning, connecting. 2 more breaths. Take 1 more breath here. Inhale yourself up, and we're going to transition onto our back. And you can move onto your back if you want. And I'm going to move us into reclined butterfly, but I've really been enjoying moving down from butterfly. So if you want to do that, bring the soles of your feet together and then bring one elbow down, then the other, and just allow yourself to just gently come and feel the natural hip opening. And if you want a deeper stretch, Lift up your sacrum, walk your heels close to your sit bones, and then lower down and just feel that beautiful, beautiful opening. And we'll take 5 breaths here. If you're hot and you want to cool down, bring your arms over your head. My favorite way to do it is for my arms to mimic my legs, so I'm making the shape of an 8. And also, it feels really good to put one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Deep breaths here. We're going to slow our breath down so that we're holding this pose a little bit longer just to really feel the beautiful opening of our hips. I've really been loving visualizing a lotus flower while I'm in butterfly. Since it's spring and our hips are open and bloomed and maybe feeling a little bit more free and happy. Really just take your time when you're breathing here. Just enjoy the slowdown of your breath, the slowdown of your day. Really take it in and just enjoy being here in this moment, this beautiful practice of yoga. I feel so blessed and lucky to have the freedom to be able to do this. Take 3 more breaths. Last 2, make them the biggest breaths of your practice so far. Complete exhalation, completely emptying your lungs. Last breath. Now we will gently, gently close our legs like you're closing your favorite book. And then from here, if you want to make a little circles with your knees, you can make them bigger and bigger each way. But breathe and then move. So first breathe and then open up your knees, staying with the practice of our pranayama, our life force. And maybe the circle gets even bigger. And then once it's reached its full capacity, move the other way, starting small. And then eventually big circles. And then when you got them nice and wide, grab a hold of your feet or your shins for happy baby pose. You can rock left and right. You can stretch one leg and then the other. Just any last movement your body is craving. You have these last 30 seconds to do so before we come into our final rest, our Shavasana. Once you've gotten all the wiggles out, maybe twist your wrists, maybe stretch nice and wide, and then allow yourself to come into stillness, toes pointing opposite direction, palms open to the sky, chin to chest so your neck is straight. I know sometimes it feels good to curve our neck up, but you want your body to be aligned here, straight spine, eyes closed. Give yourself at the very least 1 minute of Shavasana. So come back to your breathing. If you want to work with your chakra energy here, you can do that. And inhaling, and energy is starting at your base. And then as you continue to breathe, it's traveling through all 7 chakras, moving slowly and gently until it comes to the top of your head, and then clear, almost like a reset. And do that 3 more times if you wish. Inhaling, envisioning the colors and the energy moving through all of your chakras, clearing everything out till you get to the top of your head, and then keeping your eyes closed, but gently bringing a little bit of movement towards your hands and your feet. And no need to move or anything. We will close practice right here on our backs. An invitation is stay a little longer if you have time in Shavasana, but maybe we'll close together with 1 breath. But just stay on your back. Release whatever breath you have. And then let's inhale together, maybe envisioning our chakras clearing, breathing all the way to the top of our head, and then releasing everything that doesn't serve us. Hope y'all have a beautiful Friday. Thank you for coming, and thank you for zooming in for those online. Namaste. Take your time in the next move. Take that energy with you throughout your beautiful day. Thank you guys.